Welcome back, you guys, to Let's Play Danganronpa. And in the last episode, we are about to start our next class trial. For the death of Nekamaru Nidai. And I'm a little worried because I have a clue, and I don't like that clue. Like, I really don't. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I don't see very many other possibilities. You guys will see with time. I'm not gonna spoil anything right now because I don't want to be wrong and be like, oh, well, you know. I like to be smart. Yes, I'm ready for the class trial. Let's begin. Okay. Alright. Simple explanation. Present arguments to find out who done it. If you vote correctly, only the blacker receives punishment, but if you don't, everyone else will. I'm sure you guys are starving by now. Let's get revved up and raring to go. Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu. I'm not the main ingredient, right? I'm here today because Coach Nekamaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I definitely will find out who his killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it? Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth. Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so we decided to get a detailed understanding. I discovered Nekamaru's body around a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grave Tower for Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me. Hajime was Miss Sonia and Chiaki left, and with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that left that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night. Imbecile, I'm not some woman with flexible legs. Of course you're not. You're much classier than that. Dude. She already said that she's not a virgin. Let's not talk about Sonia's sexuality anymore. It's already implied. With legs like those, I could probably do splits real easy. Just what happened to... We just happened to run into each other the first floor of Grape House and went through the tower together. Then the three of us discovered Nekamaru's body. The body discovery announcement went soon after Akane heard that and rushed over. We heard the body discovery announcement too from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck. So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed to Strawberry Hall. But somebody even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that. Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge phone. Forget about those boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House. What do you mean, definitely? There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly, so it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes. One of you better hurry up and confess or I'll break you all in half. You're the cruelest one here. Now, enough with the level of quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We all have the luck theory of discussing many irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions. The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions. Then let's start with something that even Miss Sonia can understand. Though you're disgusting. Huh? The weapon is obvious, right? Huh? What the heck, you guys? The weapon you could totally tell by just looking. You can tell what the weapon is by just looking. Wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. I think it seemed that crime looked like a weapon was probably the hammer, right? Oil on the floor, trigger, pillar. Oh, frick. The weapon we should figure out the weapon first. The weapon's right at the scene of the crime. That pillar, huh? Oh, that was the new looking hammer. No, the hammer! Killer used that hammer. Beat the crap, yes! That is right. Well, not right, but that was the right answer. I can't accept that hammer was the weapon. Why not? Why can't you accept it? Look at the oil flowing from Nekamaru's body. Just looks like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekamaru, you'd expect some oil to be on that at least. But the hammer was clean, so why can't you accept that as a murder? So that's why you can't accept that as a murder weapon. I'm gonna be reading this all wrong. I apologize. I am super tired right now. Oh, yeah. The killer might have wiped off the oil later. Why? Obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon. And why bother cleaning the oil if they didn't want it to look suspicious? They would have discarded the hammer. You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta. But Baby gangsta? Me? That's what I'm calling him from now on. He is now from now on baby gangsta. Period. Never ever no. Just so you know, I was trying to test you guys. I thought maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something. It seems that was a waste of time. What was the real weapon that was used to murder Nekomaru? That's the problem. There wasn't anything at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon. Then how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, and it's not the weapon, so whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right? The pillar, right? Yeah, the broken pillar. It's the only thing I noticed that had blood on it, or blood, oil. The only thing that had oil on it was that broken pillar. Then the pillar was the weapon, Coach. We discussed this, you couldn't even pick it up. Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. If you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon. Why? You tried to move it, right? Yeah, you were with me. No use, it's barely budging. Didn't I tell you? Yeah, that pillar was pretty friggin' heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar. Who are you talking about? Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lift that pillar would have been real easy. So he lifted the pillar, and then what? What did he use it to? Did he use it to beat himself? You mean Nekomaru killed himself? Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide. If Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all. Huh? I guess you're right. What the heck? But it does bother me a little. The word suicide. Yeah, really, the thing we were talking about. By the way, the fourth murder of the killing skull troop was apparently ruled a suicide. Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide. But that's the problem. If it's not the pillar, then what other weapon can we think of? Maybe there was a way that to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it. Huh? For reals? Yes, for reals. I see, so my gut was right after all. Alright, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon. Understood. I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go. Oh dear. Okay, what do we got? Oh, it's gonna be the pillar fragments, isn't it? Yeah. There's no need to lift that pillar. If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream. But what about tipping the pillar over? And aimed for his head and bullseye. Even I could have probably tipped it over. But considering the pillar's weight, probably would have been a ton of force. Sonia, you go, girl. I'm getting hella excited. Killer used the murder, tipping it over. So no, it wasn't. Because they were under his body. Yeah, it was under his body. Oof. Yeah, it was not possible to tip it over. Or it did not happen when that was happening. Because we're under his body. If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then it should have been the fragments on top of his body? Huh? Fragments? You were with me, girl! The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but they weren't, and there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead. I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened. I see. That was entirely my bad. They didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar? How much longer are you gonna force it on the focus on the pillar? It's just let it go already. There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar. Why are you so certain about that? I just have a feeling. A feeling, huh? Is that your instincts?
But we can't say for sure that the instinct is wrong, can we?
Huh?
There is another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it yet.
Is that true? Then I shall ask you, what is that way?
Ugh. You guys are the same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent, and you intend to fight for the Future Foundation? Or you intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh. Ha ha ha.
What did you just say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you, so I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey Nagito, what happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
What do you mean? Who cares? Let's talk about how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when it combined with a specific item, there is a point it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon? Isn't that the thing you use when you get when you clear the final dev room? I cannot speak. I apologize. So Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everybody else has seen it, you know?
You've seen it? That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I was the one who claimed dominion over evil as I am the oh wait, let me try that again. Because I, the one who claimed the dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon. I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows from chaos and the sword of victory. It is only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon. Baby, what's going on? You are far greater than the ultimate weapon since you wield your 4 dark days of destruction. I see. I don't know why, but I'm not. Because you're jelly. You are so jelly. Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we need to solve the secret of the Funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the Funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? I forgot, except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime? If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys. Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the Funhouse, right? Then I think I should have something to do with the structure of the... I think I must have something to do with the structure of the Funhouse. Yeah, the whole weird shit. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is under the Funhouse. Is the secret of the Funhouse. I don't know where I got that under from. Man, not only does it make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is so soothing.
Faux show. I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
The 2 houses are connected by the tower in the middle. I thought of that too at first, but I ended up finding proof that it completely contradicts that. It's a strange feeling in the tower. Yeah, because it's how weird it is. In the truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually in this exact... No! That was it. That was it, yeah. Speaking of truth, is that really it? Weird to say they're both the same place. And, like, well, I mean, well, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different. Yeah, but... We already discussed this. Why are you guys so dumb? We discussed this earlier. We were all together. Okay. Also, because I got because I got my full thing with Gundam, now I have unlimited power with the silencer. So I think it only takes 1 hit to destroy a white noise, which is really nice, by the way. There we go. Yeah, they're the exact same place. Both of those towers, are they really the same place? Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because of my kingdom destroyed your homeland? The fuck, Sonia? What the hell, girl? Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion. I mean, doesn't that seem strange? When we think about Grape Tower, when we think about went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of Strawberry Hall. The door to Strawberry Hall. But then when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall. It's like the room spins. I think the room just spins. It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotates 100. Yeah, that's what I think, but that's probably not it if they're mentioning it now. If it is, then see, that means they're gonna pass the exact same place, right?
If so, then what?
Do you seriously think that such a simple answer is the correct answer? Does that mean he's wrong? Okay, then I was wrong. Okay.
Oops, I guess I said too much.
floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again. Oh my god. Sonia! Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru. That's not possible. How would they have done that? When we were moving from the Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower? Yeah, but we all should have been there during the same time. If they tried to move the body inside the tower, then Monokuma did it. When we were moving around, Monokuma quickly moved things. You gotta remember, he doesn't do anything. Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing to move. Are you saying the broken pillar moved too? But if it's too heavy to carry, then let them roll it. Then just like there's no bread, let them eat cake. Oh, you are a princess. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Fire. It's the oil on the floor. Yeah, it's the oil on the floor. Oh, my gosh. Okay, wait. Nope, that was it! Everything. I am reading them as I'm going, it's just... Oh, I'm confused. Moving the body in the pillar is possible, but there would have been possible to move the oil on the floor. Huh? Yeah. It's like, not everything would have moved. I mean, the oil did not move. That's impossible. Drink time. Thirsty. Excuse me. When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all that oil is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it. Then, it's impossible to think it was moved. I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up. It's alright. I fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch. So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building? No, we can't be certain of that either. Not in the experiment involving the handbook that I left on the tower floor with a complete theft. Then, the E-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building. They're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they? No idea, huh? This mystery ties into the secret of the Funhouse. I don't have enough clues to solve the mystery. The only thing we can do is rely on the person who has those clues. Hey, Nagito.
I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine, I'll tell you guys a big hint that I can help you with the secret of the Funhouse. Solve the secret of the Funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then that wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it'll help me determine something.
Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? So why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Something happened to him? But how do we know your hint's any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I am the only one who performed the appropriate action.
You performed the appropriate action. Investigation during anti-brain. Monokuma Taichi. No, it's the life-threatening game. You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a secret room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small, copious window waited all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster if I just showed you. An opportune time, I found the perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
That was really weird. His face just kind of went whoop. Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small camera from his inner pocket.
See, this is it.
As he said, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain to you again. I took this picture from the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird?
Yeah, because there's the tower and the hall. I don't see anything else, though. What the fuck?
If the Funhouse structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's a lot of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
I'm confused. A lot of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture.
Then let's begin. I shall call it thinking time.
Okay. Well, it doesn't make sense in this picture. Oh. It's right here? Wait, really? The structure of the funhouse is what we thought it. If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should be linked in the tower in the middle, which means you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House. You should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
I see. And is that it?
Just there are lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, which means there are other contradictions somewhere in it. Does that make sense? I'm trying to think. Oh, there's that thing. It's like, and that's the tower. This is the first floor. Why is there a second floor? Deduction is getting better. I'm still confused, but this is actually really cool. You said the photo was taken from a hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then this should mean that it was taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
And this is definitely strange. Why is there a second floor? It doesn't seem like it was taken from the first floor. The angle suggests it was taken from higher up.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this truth contained in this photo: the first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
Are you saying it's not? Are you saying the Grape House is merely an illusion cast by the eye, Monokuma's accursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking, now that you finally met the same requirements as me. If you guys are truly the symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student.
Fuck you! You act like that's such a derogatory thing. Despite the fact that you don't have any real talent. Oh, sorry.
Despite the fact that you don't have any real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue. Is he talking about that one time?
Why, hello there, Hajime.
Yeah, when he just mysteriously appeared. Nagito, why are you here?
Because I showed up.
Showed up. How did you even come here?
Maybe I teleported.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
Top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes, so you realized it already.
The top floor, the third floor? The Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Just now was a hint we're figuring out the mystery behind the Funhouse structure. The reason Nagito appeared on the third floor. So the photo he took, I might be able to find out the answer. Just think about it. Alright, let's do this. Oh, okay, we go snowboarding. Good job. Alright, let us focus. Let us go. The barrel. Jesus! Whoop! I was like, that was an unexpected. That was an unexpected. Okay. Question 1. Does Strawberry House and Grape House both exist? They exist. Yeah, because we were on 2 totally different floors and 2 totally different places. It's not possible for them not to exist. This just is this is really confusing. Structure and... Oh, Jesus! Oh my god, stop! Fucking dipshit. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Kellyanne, stop accelerating. Shush. Oh my goodness. Oh, jeez! Oh, that was fucking hysterical. I'm sorry. Woo! Question 2. Okay. Are Strawberry House and in the same buildings, or they're in the same building? They have to be. Yeah. I can't think of why though. I'm usually good at deduction, but like this shit is just, I don't get it. I don't get the point of this. and 3. Oh, Strawberry House and Grape House positioned with each other. I want to see. Horizontally is long ways. Vertical is... They're up and down. Different floors. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. They're different floors. Vertically is up and down. Horizontally is sideways. So vertically... Yeah. I don't remember. I just kind of guess. I'm like, I think vertically. I have to think hamburgers and hot dogs. Horizontal is hot dogs. Continuing. Okay. I was right, at least. That's good. That's interesting, though. I got it. I know the secret of the Funhouse.
Let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
The picture Nagito took of Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House because it's underneath. So where did Grape House go? Possibility. It's a position where it could be from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building but on different floors. The same building but different floors? Two houses are two different 3-story building? They aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building? Think about it like that. So Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located. Where's Strawberry House located? Above Grape House. On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Yeah, because they're on the bottom floor. They're rotating 180 degrees. I don't know how the elevator would work, though. So that the photo is taken from the first floor of Strawberry House at a high angle. Although that means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor of above Grape House. Oh, snap! I never expected the two houses were connected vertically. But what about the shape of the building? Two houses are completely different shapes. Strawberry House is 4-sided and Grape House is 6-sided, right? It never occurred to us that we were in the same building because the structure is the two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon overlaid atop each other to mislead how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? For this regarding the tower, we fully believe that the two houses are separate, distinct buildings. In order to conceal the unique design of the... Oh, sorry.
In order to conceal the unique design of the Funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it. You've just been Kuma'd.
Don't think a building full of so many surprises deserves to be called a Funhouse.
That's true? The building is really like that?
That's right. Two houses exist only on different floors in the same building.
Constructing a building like that on your own without making knowledge? How horrible!
And then, what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically like the houses? Yeah, Strawberry House and Grape House should also be different floors inside the same building. Yeah. Okay, I thought that was what it was. It's like it is an elevator, basically. So Strawberry House. Strawberry Tower is also above Grape Tower. Is also on Grape Tower. However, if they are on different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places? Aw, your precious hammies don't know, but it's so simple. Alright, then I'll be the one that solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
Definitely make her watch me. But stand out until she notices me. Okay. Strange feeling in the tower, I'm gonna assume? Maybe. I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And then hurry up, dumbass. One of the bodies is in one of the towers. It was actually a no. Oh no! No! Oh, I mean a fake body? Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts. You're magnificent, Gundam! Fair, you totally stole my spotlight! So which one's the fake body? Shut up and just pick one of them. It isn't a dummy. No. No, it's not. Not possible. Let's try a flash. Dumbass. The bodies was actually a dummy. It was not. Because that strange feeling in the tower is because they're basically the same thing. It's an elevator, basically. Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven with Kazuichi's account. Huh? Me? Remember when we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower? We thought the body had moved, and that's when you said... No, that's just that the parts I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too. Right up until that moment, you disassembled Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known you had taken apart his body, so I couldn't have built a dummy. Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story. Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's alright, Kazuichi's not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it just stayed broken.
I see. Well, that is disappointing. I'm even more disappointed. He's just getting rejected. Just no love for Kazuichi. However, if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have an important answer. The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors, maybe it simply moved? The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of that device? A device that moves things from different floors in the same building?
A device like that? A device that transports an elevator, maybe? Alright, let's do this. We're gonna really do Hangman's Gambit for elevator. That did not take that long at all. That was actually the easiest one so far. No destruction or anything. You must be talking about an elevator. No shit! Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator? What the hell is this elevator anyway? The tower itself. Inside the tower is one big elevator. Yeah, because it took so long to get from one floor to another. Which means the tower was designed that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. Whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, these are the same room, right? So that's why we can only enter from one side or the other. Now that you mention it, sometimes when I press the door button, it took a while for it to open. I see, we're basically waiting for the room to arrive just like an elevator. Please, hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator... Why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back? It's just a red herring. Yeah, the whole thing is just a red herring to trick us into thinking what they want us to think is that this where they wanted to trick us about the difference, the way the building looks. If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change. Plus, after the incident, the far back door to Grape Hall had chains around it, right? They want us to think it was impossible to get from Strawberry Hall to Grape Hall. But when we entered Strawberry Hall, those chains were gone. It's just like that, if I remember correctly, the doorknob was broken off. That is true. Why the door would not have been... The chains would have been on both sides. Oh gosh, what? There are too many strange things. What was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
Let's put aside with chains and focus on our attention on whatever.
Focus on our attention on what hasn't. Why do you have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
Things that haven't changed have in common move between the two towers. It's the body and the pillar and the hammer. There shouldn't be anything strange about them. Not even the fact that they move with the elevator. One thing that all have in common is they're all heavy, all huge, and all on the floor. I would say they're all on the floor? Yeah. Is it safe to say that all the items are on the floor didn't change?
And why did the picture on the back door change? If you can figure that out, then you'll have the answer. The reason is because the elevator has something unique about it.
There's something unique about that elevator. Only the floor moves. Yeah. So that's it. The elevator was designed so that only the floor moves. Yeah, because you can't see up and down. It was always dark. Only the floor moved? Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back had a strawberry design. And the door on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, had a different door on the far back wall, had a grape design. Then where do all the different floors lead? They don't. They're just there for decoration.
They wanted to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Yeah, exactly. They're just a red herring to make us think that something is different. Just for show. Why was something like that to confuse you?
So we falsely believe these doors were connected to the part where their pics are signified.
Because everything else did.
It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building structure.
Yeah, pretty much. I was definitely confused by that. I don't get it, but I guess whoever designed the building had a totally twisted personality. And did you hear that, Monami?
Don't blame this on me! Take responsibility for yourself!
I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
There's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes!
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far away from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain, you guys couldn't enter from there, right?
Like you said, I probably could have used these parts to repair that button, but seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's gonna happen with the chain on the other side of the door?
Chain?
The door that leads to Strawberry Hall had a chain wrapped around a doorknob. Even if you fix on the button on Strawberry Hall's side, the door won't open as long as the chain is there.
You don't need to worry about that at all.
Huh? Oh, okay.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Even though everything was done to tamper with the evidence so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the Funhouse.
Someone was super smart.
The appearance of the body in the tower would contradict what we knew about the building. In that situation, we'd go from Strawberry Tower and we'd have seen the contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth is that the two houses and two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they... Oh god, I pushed the button again.
My hands are under the table because they're hurt. My arms are hurting right now, and I don't know why. The killer wanted to keep us away from Strawberry. That's why they kind of made us stay from Strawberry Tower. Okay. They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that? It would have really inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building.
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on, you're progressing much too quickly. There is still a contradiction concerning the building's structure. What a pain, it's fine already. Gundam, please proceed. The rejection is strong with this one. You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposed to transport us from one house to the other? I see, now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, it's like, I want to know about that too. So it turned 180 degrees? It's like, what does that mean? If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, Feed. What does this mean? What does this mean? I agree. What does this mean? I want to know. The two houses are connected vertically, and the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But the fact that when your back is facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back is facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? Yeah, I'm curious. It's gonna be Kazuichi's account. It has to be. If the two houses are connected vertically, the elevator should move vertically, not horizontally. No, that won't be it. However, at both houses, the contact elevator is behind you. The two houses are in opposite directions. Which means your reasoning is clearly a contradiction. What is this curtain? Iron curtain of teamwork. Kazuichi is just... So, Sonia and Gundam have matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but... No, it was the vertically thing. Connected vertically. They should move. Yep. They should move vertically. Not horizontal. Yeah. They would move vertically. No, I don't want to do that. Sorry. I keep pressing buttons. I apologize. The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi? Huh, me? Come on, you used the elevator when you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right? Ah, yeah, that's right. It was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees. Rotated 180 degrees? Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the elevator is on the opposite side once you arrive at the other house. Wow, that is just fucked up. That's really fucking weird. I never would have thought of that. And next to the tower we saw on the right-hand side, then we arrived at Grape House. Here on our left when we were at the Strawberry House. An elevator that rotates while it moves, and is that even possible? It's like something out of an amusement park. Well, the Funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun. It's not splendid at all. You're inhumane. You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear, so I was never human to begin with. I'm different from those lowly humans. So we're done with the secret of the Funhouse, right? Let's start talking about the important stuff. What was the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru, and how are they combined with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found out at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my, I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an Octagon means, you can solve the mystery very easily.
What the Octagon means? An Octagon is 8-sided. Yeah. I know shapes! I know numbers! Not really. If I recall, an Octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable. I can't speak properly. It's very late. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I should stop teasing. I guess you should continue listening. What is the benefit of naming it an octagon?
Okay, so when I name an octagon, it's probably... right here, I guess? Yeah, it's where all those sides meet. You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room. Why is that place an octagon?
You know how four-sided grape house is on top of a six-sided grape house? Or four-sided strawberry house is on top of a six-sided grape house? If you cut the four-sided shape out of a six-sided one, you get 8 degrees. You get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape. That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the octagon is the secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contains various weapons.
But then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as the weapon and killed Nekomaru.
We did kind of figure that out, didn't we? I mean, the doorknob and the elevator. I'm starting to understand what was going on. Is that... Here's my theory. So, the building itself from Grape House... Okay, yeah. Strawberry House is on the top. You look and you can see Grape House's door at the top where Strawberry House is. When you're going down, so That wire that was used, probably they hung Nekomaru from that thing and dropped the elevator. So assume that. That's just my guess. I'm not sure yet.
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery. And then the thought of the way to kill making use of the building structure.
I don't think that was a question, but whatever. The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon is such a spectacular crime. It deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
Funhouse's true identity of the ultimate weapon. What does this mean? The killer used that to murder Nekomaru. And who is the killer who did that? We are wondering. Trial suspended. Okay. I'm tired. This is a really kind of exhausting case. Like, this ain't fun to me. This is just annoying.
Why, hello there.
I thought of a new bad word to call Monami.
I can already tell they won't be pleased by this.
But then let me say it right away.
I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I can get hurt by a mere word.
Monami is a serious stupfatly? Stupid, fat, and ugly? Is that what that is? That's much more straightforward than I expect. Oh.
That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stupfatly, huh?
That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect just stream attack incorporating all three words of these would be stupfatly.
There's a fat hidden in there?
Okay, everyone. Now say it all together. Monami is a serious stupfatly. Monami is a serious stupfatly. Yeah, let's save our current progress. We're actually going to cut the episode off here for now. We'll continue this in the next episode. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Please like, comment, subscribe for more videos like this every other day. Talk to you guys later, right? Bye-bye.